5 reasons to keep posting even when no one's watching. Hello and welcome. My name is Noelle and I'm documenting my process to getting to do the thing that sets my heart on fire every day. And I'm not sure what that is exactly yet, which is part of the process and figuring that out. And it could certainly be multiple things. I've done several things in my life that have accomplished that feeling, but I am the type who enjoys learning so much that I would say I fall into the boat of being a jack of all trades. So if you take a look at my account, you will see that I'm still figuring out what kind of content I'd like to create consistently and what niche I really do fall into. If anything, I hope to create something unique that is quite literally a digital journey and journal that people can witness a constant evolution of. So since starting my YouTube in September of 2024, I've realized some perspectives that have helped me to keep going even when it feels like no one is watching or caring about what you have to share. So let's jump into it while I work on some perler bead Omori art. Number 1, experimentation and growing in quiet. A lot of us artists are perfectionists, and I know for me that it was very hard to even start my art account, let alone post the most of what I was working on. It's not done, it's not good enough, it's not impressive enough compared to what I see online. Like, that was always what was running in my head. But here's the blessing in disguise. If you don't have the following and you just started, then great, because now you don't really need to worry about how perfect it needs to be, how good enough it needs to be. It already is good enough because it exists. The impressive stuff you are seeing most likely has a lot of attention, but everyone started small or started at a point where there wasn't a lot of attention. That is when you experiment, when you grow, and when you develop in your cocoon. Let yourself experiment and practicing letting go of the perfectionism right now and take advantage of these limited eyes. There's a reason it's quiet right now. Number 2, you never know who is watching. Somewhat contradictory to not a lot of people watching. Anyone could be watching, a new connection, a new opportunity. The fears you have, they can work in reverse. There could be good ominously around the corner. I'll sometimes get a message or a comment stating how someone enjoyed my work and I would have no idea otherwise, and it's just a really nice boost. You don't even need to have quantity to make these kind of quality connections. In addition to reaffirming comments, you never know what opportunity could come from a new connection or specific viewer. Number 3, something could pop off. Okay, common saying, but you'll never know if you don't try. When I first started my account, the first reel I made and second post I ever made got over 200 likes on Instagram. It was very successful for a new account, and it's kind of wild how my average like count on Instagram right now is like 10. So I don't know what happened except for maybe it being anime. I had another video I made of an unfinished art piece. I really didn't want to share it yet, but I figured it was an important benchmark for the piece, and my account is supposed to be this journal, so let me share my process. I got over 1,000 likes on that, again on Instagram, and I think sometimes we get so immersed in what we are doing that we forget to step back and look at it and look at our art from the eye of someone who hasn't even seen it before, who doesn't have any standard on what they are seeing. And it's funny, I can't get near those numbers currently, and I put way more hours into what I'm doing compared to before. And I'm not saying that to be like, screw how much time and effort, it doesn't matter. But what I'm taking away from it is that you never know. The thing you really like doing and it may not take much effort, may actually be very well received. Number 4, you're cultivating a library. No matter what kind of content you're creating, you're most likely making content that serves the community in some way. So when someone discovers your account in need of whatever you are producing, they essentially found a library of what they are looking for. Not only is this for others, but maybe more so for yourself. Like the other day, I completely blanked on having done a light study several years back and was scrolling through my account on Instagram to stumble upon it and so I stumbled upon it right on when I was during a time I was planning to do an animation with a similar style. It was like my past self helped my current self, reminding me what I had learned. And that's why I like including annotations and notes in my descriptions of what I learned from the process, so others can understand the reality of the process, but also myself as I'm taking in a lot at once. I can go back to it later. These social media accounts serve as a digital journal and archive for myself. Number 5, viewers like volume, but really it's consistency. Quantity does bring quality. And I've experienced this firsthand as an architecture student in college, where my class was tasked with pumping out large quantities of drawings per day. We were given assignments so large we were never confident about finishing them. By the time I received my degree, I didn't only improve on my drawing and design skills, but I learned efficiency and consistency. Now, before I get deeper into this, I do want to say that I did run myself into the ground during my education. I was very passionate, but I worked day in and day out, and if I could go back, I would have tried to have a better school-life balance. Consistency is not just quantity. Consistency is more personal and depends on how you grow. I could probably make a whole separate video about this, and I'm still learning about what consistency means to me, so I'll hold off, but I want to make it clear that I'm not suggesting to work yourself to the bone trying to get as much out as possible. Keep up an amount in which you start to see improvement. That is the amount that you would want to stick to. So, what is a pattern and routine that flows for you, that feels right for you? Something that you trust that you can keep up and that you genuinely enjoy engaging with on a consistent basis. And does that pattern give you results? That, I think, is what you want to find, and then when you get into that flow, you'll have a reservoir to share with the community that you want to attract. They will see that and hence be attracted to it because it's inspiring. And that inspiration brings me to a bonus reason. Bonus reason number 6, sharing a story. People want something or someone to relate to. People are drawn to inspiration. They like seeing an example like them succeeding, seeing that if this person can do it, so can they. And even if that's not the case and they are just simply enjoying your work, in both circumstances, it's the story you are telling that everyone is interested in. Every story has a beginning, and that's what allows the middle and end to exist. So this quiet, that's your beginning, and everyone's stories have different lengths and timelines, so even if you feel like your beginning has been lasting too long, you might actually be in the middle and might not realize it. Either way, it's happening, and if you are documenting it, you are telling a story, and that is key. When I say this is more personal to me, it's because I want my account to be about this journey and the whole story of the process. I want people to come across my account and see the growth, even the ugly growing pains, every step of the way, and how really anyone can do this as long as you have the desire. So that's what I've got. I really hope this helped, and if you have any other tips to help keep going, please share them. I'd love to see them. You can check out my Instagram and my TikTok as well as my YouTube here, and I have like more insightful journal entry type topics on my page here on YouTube as well, and fun little shorts of different art things that I have done. So yeah, thank you for joining me. Okay, bye. I love you. Oh my god, how do I stop the recording?